Sup guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Minty and in today's video I'll be showing you how to snipe in Warzone. Now sniping is a thing that you really need to learn how to do, because it's one thing to just have good aim and hit every shot with an assault rifle, but sniping can take your game to the next level and help you get kills that you would never be able to get otherwise. So I'm going to be going through some pointers that will help you achieve greatness in sniping and will just make you have a lot more fun in the game. So the first thing is choosing the right sniper. Now, here I actually use the HDR a bit, but a lot of people don't really know which sniper to use. So a lot of people were really comparing with the HDR and the AX50. Of course, the Dragunov, it's not really there just because it's a semi-auto sniper and it's got a lot less damage. So it's really between the HDR and the AX50. So what the HDR does that the AX50, well, what the HDR is better at is it's a lot easier to hit shots with. The HDR actually has, the bullets travel at a higher velocity, they go faster, which means there's less bullet drop, which means you don't have to aim higher or further in front of someone when they're moving. You can aim more closer to them, which will just make it a lot easier for you guys to actually snipe. I used to use the AX50 a lot and I got a lot of snipes with it, but as soon as I switched to the HDR, I was getting some crazy shots that I was never getting before. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into what I actually use for the HDR. So I've got a monolithic suppressor. A suppressor is really useful because it means that you don't appear on the minimap, and also that enemies just can't hear you. But with this monolithic suppressor, it actually increases damage range, which is something that you want with a sniper, because of course you're going to be hitting the shots mostly like a couple hundred meters away, and that's where you need that damage, because it's very hard to hit shots that are that far. So when you do hit a shot, you want it to do a lot of damage. I've got a 26.9-inch HDR Pro muzzle. So of course this increases that damage range and a bullet velocity that we need. And it also increases recoil control, which is just a bonus, but you don't need it. Now, aim down sight speed and movement speed aren't really essential in Warzone. If you're playing multiplayer and you're trying to quick scope people, aim down sight speed is what you want. But this build is actually just for, that damage range and bullet velocity. As when you're in a tower, a sniper tower, it doesn't matter if it takes you less than half a second to aim in, or if it takes you a second to aim in. You're still gonna be in the scope a long time. So it doesn't really matter if the aim down sight speed is high, but I would prefer getting your damage range and bullet velocity high rather than trying to get that aim down sight speed. Now, contrary to what I just said, we've got the TAC laser equipped, which does improve aim down sight speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. Now, what we really are getting from this is the aiming stability, which means there's less sway when you're trying to aim in, so you don't have to hold your breath a lot. You can just aim in, there's less kind of scope sway, so you can actually it's easier to hit people, and aim down sight speed, yeah. I haven't got an optic. I actually like the HDR scope. It's got a good zoom, nice. I've got the FTAC Champion stock. Now you can use other stocks if you want to improve mobility, but I use this one because it actually improves accuracy and control. Also aiming stability and all that, which you need. And for perk, I've got focus, which means that when you're being shot, you're when you're aiming in and you're getting shot, it doesn't go all over the place. You're still able to focus and hit your shots. If you want to, you can do sleight of hand, or if you're hitting vehicles, FMJ, Mo Money, anything like that. But yeah, you can actually have a bipod if you like proning a lot. And if you want to compensate, if you don't need, say this, if you can have higher, around 7 or 9, but they do decrease that mobility, which even though we're not going for on this build, mobility is really, really nice. So let's get on to actually how to snipe. So here's one of the clips of me sniping, just so I can show you like what I do to hit shots. So when you see that little light, that's actually, if you don't know, that's someone actually like aiming at you. And right there, I aimed for the headshot, which just immediately downed that person. And so I didn't even have to do anything. And when someone's sniping at you, you want to move around a lot. And voila, I just hit another aim for the head. And I got the kill immediately and actually the team wipe. So I'm just going to show you another clip. So here I'm playing some plunder. Just, you know, for fun, getting some cash. And I see a person gliding in. And I aim a bit in front of them and boom, down them, first hit, headshot. So when you're trying to get someone that's moving, you always want to aim like slightly to the front of them, and if they're gliding down, either like below them, or if they're just walking across, you want to aim it a bit higher than them. With the AX50, you want that to be kind of like more significant, so you want to aim higher and like further out. But with the HDR, there's actually not much bullet drop, and because the bullet's traveling so much faster, you don't actually have to, you know, you don't have to aim that much further away from the person. The bullet will travel fast and actually hit where you're going to go. So here's just one last clip of me sniping, and as you can see, I just go for this kid, boom, and he's down. And the point of this clip is just that if you see someone, just go, like, take a snipe, you know? If you miss, oh well. If you don't miss and you hit them, that's even better. See, if you're just gonna aim in and try to wait for the perfect moment, you could have actually hit them before, just by trying to, like, you know, get in a hit. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, this inspirational thing. It's like you miss every, like, shot you don't take, and it also applies to sniping. If you're just waiting, like, you're missing every shot. So if you want to kill someone, just, you know, take shots, be quick, and there's a chance that you actually might kill them. So anyways guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you later.